welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a super glamorous, smoky, date night, party night, New Year's Eve sort of makeup look. I definitely stepped out of my comfort zone for this look. I used really deep, warm colors for the lid and then a nude lip, which if you guys are familiar with me and my channel, you would know that usually I never wear a nude lip. I always have some sort of color on my lips. So this is new for me, but I'm actually really loving how this look turned out. It is super smoky. So this is definitely a very dramatic nighttime makeup look, but if you're somebody like me who loves to go the extra mile with their makeup on special occasions, then I think you will love this makeup look. This video is also really exciting because it is a collaboration with my friend Cait here on YouTube from Faces by Cait B. I will leave her channel linked down below in the description box. Please, you guys, go and check out her channel. She did a New Year's Eve makeup look tutorial as well. I think hers is a little bit more flirty and soft, sort of glittery makeup look. But go check her out. She is so super talented. She puts so much detail and time into her videos. She always has super adorable backgrounds and these cute themes, and she's just, everything about her videos are always on point, and you can tell she works really hard for her videos. And yeah, please go check her out. She's one of the sweetest people ever. Is always just so encouraging and supportive. So yeah. But anyways, enough rambling, let's get right on into this tutorial. I'm going to start off by priming the eyes using MAC's Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. This is just a really good eyeshadow base. I love how long it keeps the eyeshadows on my eyes. So I'm really excited to be using this new Tartelette in Bloom palette. I'm going to start by picking up this shade right here called Smarty Pants and blending this into the crease. And today I'm just using my Morphe E27 brush to just blend this right into the crease. This is going to act as a transition color and help all of the other shades blend together. Since I'm doing a super intense lid shade, I want the crease to be blended out so it can sort of fade from super intense on the lid to lighter and lighter as it reaches the brow bone. Once I've applied the color into the crease, I'm going to now take this e.l.f. cream eyeliner. It's in a brown shade, and I'm going to use this as a base for the darker colors that are going on the lid. And then you can see once I get closer to the crease, I just flip my brush around and start flicking the product up because I want it to softly transition into the crease. Now once I've applied the eyeliner all over the lid, I'm going to pick up this shade called Leader, which is this shade right here on the outer corner. It's like a reddish brown shade, and use the same brush to just pack that right on top of the liner. Now I'm just picking up the same color that we used initially for the crease, and I'm just going to blend out that line. Before I start blending out the lid color, I'm going to take Makeup Geek's Cherry Cola because it's a little bit more of a reddish brown than the other one. It has more red in it. So I'm just going to take a lid brush from Morphe. This is the M561 brush, and just start packing this right on top of the colors that I've already applied just to add a little bit more red to the look. Going back into the palette, I'm going to be picking up this shade here called Rebel. It's gorgeous. This has to be one of my favorite colors in the entire palette. It's just like a really beautiful peanut butter sort of looking brown. And just taking that same Morphe E27 brush and just blending out everything in the crease and up. At this point, you might be thinking, I look crazy, what is going on right now? But I promise you, just keep working through it, because I think the same thing every time I'm doing my makeup, and then it always ends up turning out fine. So you have to just really trust yourself at this point, because I feel like this is the point where a lot of people would be like, I'm making a huge mess, which you are, but I'm going to show you how to clean up and go from a mess to a nice smoky eye. I like to take a makeup remover wipe and just clean up the outside edges so I can get a better idea of what the finished look is going to look like. Now I'm taking the shade Charmer right here, and I'm going to apply this onto the brow bone. So I went ahead and applied my lashes. These are the Koko lashes in the style Goddess. And now I'm just going to line my waterline using my Maybelline gel liner. I'm picking up Makeup Geek's pigment in Utopia, and I'm going to spray a little bit of MAC Fix Plus onto this little liner brush and then just apply the pigment to my lower lash line. Now just take a makeup remover wipe again and clean up any of the fallout. Now since this eye look is so intense, I'm going to go back in and just fill in the brows a little bit more, make them a bit more dramatic to keep up with the whole eye look. Because you don't want to have dramatic eye makeup and then natural looking brows, it just won't look right. To clean up the brows, I'm taking Maybelline Master Conceal in the shade Fair, and I'm just going to use my Morphe M421 brush to just clean up the brows and make them look a little bit more neat. I'm really excited because I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation for the first time in this video. I am so excited. I've been dying to try this foundation. I picked mine up in the shade 117, which is Y225. So I'm just going to kind of draw this onto my face. My goodness, I'm nervous. I hope that I like this foundation. And then I'm just going to take my Morphe E6 brush and just blend this out. Oh my gosh, this is blending out really nice. It's not drying or anything. Oh my gosh, this is blending out beautiful, and this coverage is amazing. Wow. You guys, this side of my face seriously looks flawless. What is taking me so long to get this foundation? I don't know why, but I wasn't expecting it to have this much coverage, but I really, really love it because I do like a full coverage when I'm going for such an intense, crazy look. I'm going to take a little bit of this Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector, and I'm going to use my Sigma 3D HD brush to apply this right underneath the eyes where I have some darkness. You can see it instantly brightened up right underneath the eyes. I've been loving this stuff recently. For concealer, I'm using my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Light Warm. I'm using my Morphe G2 brush to blend this concealer out. So I'm just going to set underneath the eyes and everywhere else that I applied concealer using my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. Before I forget, I'm going to just quickly coat my lashes with some mascara. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Original Carbon Black. I'm going to add an inner corner highlight to the eyes, and I'm picking up the shade Funny Girl from the palette, which is this golden sparkly shade. I'm going to pick this up on a brush, spray it with some MAC Fix Plus, and pop this right in the inner corner. This is the Morphe E18 brush. For the lower lashes, I'm using L'Oreal Telescopic. And now let's move on to the face because I'm looking kind of scary here with these crazy super dark eyes and then a pale face. So I'm taking this bronzer by Sephora and I'm using my Morphe M527 brush and just bronzing up the skin. I'm blending out the bronzer using a duo fiber brush. This is the Morphe M436. To bronze up the nose, I'm using this Morphe M441 brush. I'm just going down the sides of my nose and bronzing it up. So for some reason, I feel like my bronzer just went on like so intense today. I don't know if it's just how it's like sticking to the stick foundation because I didn't set the rest of my face. I forgot to do that step. So I think it's just like how it's sticking to this because normally it's not like so intense. So I'm going to take this Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. This is in the shade Diffused Light. It's just a really super pale yellow shade. And I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and just sort of blend right over this to help diffuse that bronzer. For blush, I'm going to be using the Tarte Bling It On palette. I'm picking up this middle shade here. It's just a nude blush called Prim. And I'm going to be applying this to my cheeks using my Sigma F40 brush. For highlight, I'm using Becca Opal, and I'm taking this on my Morphe M501 brush. I just ordered Becca Pearl, and I cannot wait for it to arrive. I'm so excited. I'm taking my Sigma F05 brush and applying my Marc Jacobs contour shade to the hollows of my cheeks. Taking this powder by Maybelline, it's in the shade 110. It's their Fit Me powder, and just running this right along the contour to clean it up. And then for lips, I'm going to be taking this lip gloss by the Sephora brand in the shade Baby Doll. It's just a nude pink and just applying this to the lips. Alright you guys, so this is the finished look. I just put my hair down, straightened it, put on some sparkly earrings, and then I also ended up using one of these NYX crystal liners right underneath my eye because the pigment by Makeup Geek just wasn't giving me the sparkle that I was looking for. So I ended up putting this on as well because I just needed a little extra sparkle. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Also, I will leave the link to my Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, all in the description box below. So please don't forget to follow me on those if you haven't already as well. I love Snapchat. Snapchat is like my favorite thing ever. I don't know why it took me so long to get one. I was like, I'm not getting a Snapchat. And now I have one. Well, I've had it for a couple months now, but I love it. So definitely follow me on there. I just posted a haul on Snapchat the other day, so I think I'm going to start doing that more often. I also did like an unboxing, and you kind of get some first impressions when I get new products. So if you want to see some new stuff that I'm picking up and some hauls that I'm not sharing here on YouTube, definitely go check out my Snapchat. Again, everything will be listed in the description box. So yeah, thanks again, you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!